Good morning, folks, and happy Tuesday. Well, after lollygagging around as much as we possibly could, trying to spend as much time with JB as we could, trying to hype her up for her first day as a real nurse, not just an assistant, not just an intern or an extern or whatever the hell she was, but a real freaking nurse. After spending as much time as I could to hype her up, we are finally out the door, ready to go knock out this lift, and then go get better today than we were yesterday. And you know, folks, I still feel like dog shit this morning. My sinuses are congested. My head don't hurt this morning, but my throat hurts. My nose hurts. My chest hurts. But we're good. We're gonna go get better today than we were yesterday. Oh, and I'm tired of shit because the dog took his shit in the middle of my floor at like 4 o'clock this morning. I have no idea why, because she went poo-poo right before we went to bed. So I'm tired today, but we're still gonna go knock out this lift and go get better today than we were yesterday, folks. Well, we have made it to the gym and this joker is packed out, and I am still tired as shit. The ride did not wake me up. Let's hope the lift will wake me up a little bit so that at least practice I'll be nice and energized. Lift complete, and it did its job. We're nice, awake, and alert, warmed up, and ready to go get better today than we were yesterday, folks. But I am really hoping that there's absolutely no form of traffic today, because if there is, we're most definitely gonna be late. And not to mention, I just worked my butt off to try to re-energize myself to get ready for getting better today than we were yesterday. You know what I mean? So, like, I really don't want to have to sit in a bunch of traffic, then be drained by the time I get to the gym yet again. So I'm really hoping there's no traffic. And I kind of, once I started going, I didn't really want to stop. But lifting tip of the day, folks, lifting tip of the day. When you're doing squats, think of like you're sitting in a chair. Don't bend your knees before. I like to shoot my butt back and then drop down like I'm sitting in a chair, you know? I wouldn't bend my knees before sitting in a chair. It just doesn't make sense. And a lot of people, saw like 5 times today that people were doing that, and that was like one of the best squat advices I have ever got in my life. Shoot your butt back first, then drop down. Don't bend your knees and then shoot your butt back, like looking for a back injury, looking for a hip injury, looking for a knee injury. You can do it the other way, bending your knees first, or you could just shoot your butt back a little bit, and then it's just like sitting in a chair, folks. Literally just like sitting in a chair. Sit in the chair, stand up, sit in the chair, stand up, sit in the chair, stand up. When I first started squatting, I'd put the bench under me and I'd just do like box squats pretty much. Why? Because then I know I'm doing it correctly. I sit all the way down, and then I stand all the way back up, and then I sit all the way down, and I stand all the way back up until I was comfortable with my form. And then once I didn't feel like I needed something under me, I moved it out of the way and started squatting without it. Pretty simple. But let's get out of here, folks. Save your knees, shoot your butt back first. A lot of y'all widen your stance a little bit too. Like, it's shoulder width or right past shoulder width apart. You're not Sam Sulek. You don't need your knees all the way together. Goodness gracious. But let's go travel across the state of Georgia to go get better today than we were yesterday. Oh, and good news, just checked the GPS, and guess what? We're gonna make it right on time, as long as there's no traffic, that is. As long as the GPS is not lying to me. As long as there's no sudden wrecks on the interstate and hitting of the brakes, we will make it on time. Well, we have made it in spectacular timing to get better today than we were yesterday. But on my ride here, I realized my grips are dead. So this will be a wonderful, wonderful day of grappling, having 0 grip strength. Let's get in here and get better today than we were yesterday, folks. Getting better today than we were yesterday, complete. And today was one of those days, by the time I'm walking out, I am questioning what the hell am I doing with my life. But I guess if you're always the hammer, you never really learn. You gotta be the nail sometimes to figure out what the things that you do wrong, so that you go back and you can fix those things. You know what I mean? And today, we were definitely not the nail. I mean the hammer. We were the nail. The nail getting driven in to the mat repetitively. That's what we were today. But we got better today than we were yesterday. Holes are being filled in our game, little by little. So let's go home, eat our lunch on the way home, then get our client better today than he was yesterday, and then get back on the road to go get better today than we were yesterday. You know, the whole shindig that we do. You know, the day in and day out routine that we complete every day, no matter the circumstances. But I will say, on top of being the nail today, we also, our cardio was not to where it needed to be. I felt a bit fatigued, a bit winded. I was sucking for air today, and I haven't done that in a really long time, so that's a big bummer. A real big bummer. But oh well. Let's get home, eat our lunch, and then go get our client better today than he was yesterday. Hails, yes, folks, we are home. Let's get inside, and I'm going to take me a little bit of a nap, close my eyes for a second, because we got about an hour before we have to be back out of here to go get our client better today than he was yesterday. So I think a nap would be quite fitting for the moment. Well, after an entirely too short of a nap, we are back out the door to go get our client better today than he was yesterday. And we have made it to our destination, and the ghost has been our friend on giving us a little bit of energy to get this client better today than he was yesterday. So let's go get this client better today than he was yesterday, folks. Training session complete with our client, and I really did not think that I would have the energy to boogie on across the state again, but I guess the ghost did its job. I guess we're gonna boogie on across the state again to go get better today than we were freaking yesterday, folks. But JB is missing me, so since she's missing me, I guess I'm gonna go pick her butt up so she can ride with me to go get better today than we were yesterday. Well, I have made it home. I guess let's hop in the car and get in with this freaking weirdo to go get better today than we were yesterday. Big shout out to my personal Uber, because she got me from point A to point B very safely. Let's get in here and get better today than we were yesterday, folks.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, bang, bang, bang. Hold on. Left foot. Long, long, long.
Look, he's not getting right now. freaking complete, and we were straight stuck in the mud today, getting punched left and right. Let's go next door and get some jits in and call it a night. Well, sadly, our jiu-jitsu folks were done with their nightly shenanigans, but we did have time to shower, so let's go find something to eat. Well, now that we have gotten our bellies full and we're right down the road from the house, I figured we might as well just call it a night so that when we get home, we can just get our butts inside, crawl in the bed, and call it a night. You know, I went back and looked at my sparring footage today. I didn't do half bad. I'm just a really big critic of myself, and I don't take criticism very well, even if it's just constructive criticism. That's something about me that I've always known, something that I struggle with. While I am coachable, and I'll do what you tell me to do, I'll get it in my head and I'll start beating myself up that I suck, this, that, and that, and this, when I know deep down inside that I don't suck. That there was just mistakes made that round that we had to fix and adjust. But goodness gracious. And then if I just feel the slightest bit off sometimes, it's like I suck. And it's like, no, you just got punched once. It's kind of the part of the sport. And it's like, okay. And you know, that's the thing is when you put your whole life into something, you become your biggest critic. When it's day in and day out your life, you do become your biggest critic. Everyone else in the room can tell you you're amazing. But it's what you think about yourself at the end of the day what really matters. And I mean, I know I'm good. I know what I think about myself. I know that I'm like the hottest shit since freaking cornflakes, you know what I mean? But sometimes I'm just so hard on myself. Like if I have one round where that I wasn't just like moving perfectly, winning every exchange, sometimes that really beats me up sometimes. And it shouldn't be the case. You should have people who can push you, yes, blah, 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 this and that. And you should be able to go back and look at yourself and criticize yourself and critique yourself. But you can't critique yourself so much to where you're like, dang, I did horrible today. Well, you didn't do horrible. You just didn't do great. Or, I think I did pretty good now that I've looked at the sparring footage, but you know what I mean. Or maybe it's, oh, I didn't do good today. Well, no, you did pretty good. You're actually improving. It's just someone punched you. I mean, it is what it is. Y'all get what I'm trying to lay down? Be your biggest critic. Wonderful, be your biggest critic. But when you are your critic, be realistic. Take a look back at a year ago and go, maybe I have improved a little bit. And that's what we did. We went back and looked at a year ago. And let me tell you, folks, we've improved a lot. A lot. And we continue to improve every day. Day in and day out. Even when we are dead tired and we did not want to today. We still did. So all I gotta say, folks, is you're your own. Everyone is their own biggest critic. It's just how life is. Just don't let it beat you up. Sometimes I let it beat me up. Today, it is not. Because I went back and looked at the sparring footage, and I'm pretty impressed with myself. I'm happy with what I did. But yeah, folks, with that being said, we're about to pull into the driveway, so I'm going to call it a night. Good night, folks, and BillyGoat loves you.